So the mouse situation has been somewhat resolved. Those little bastards were living in the stove. Oh, it's so gross, dude. Holy cow. So we immediately got rid of that one and got a new one. They were getting inside the burners somehow, just living. Oh, gross. For those of you wondering what the mistakes that were made were, my mom received a glue trap from somebody and they said it was non-lethal. My mom, not knowing any better, set it out, and the next morning, she did not have a good time. Which is kind of interesting because when I went to Target to look for mouse traps, they only had lethal ones. And on the back of the glue trap, it said, once you catch the mice, just throw the entire trap away. What type of cold-hearted people are these? Generally, if a sentient creature has to die, I want to be eating that thing. I don't want it to just die for no reason. Anyways, we have humane mouse traps now, but so far no mice have gone inside of them, so I guess the holes we plugged up must have worked. I don't know. Yeah, they've been empty so far, so that's good news at least. Some of you guys might have already seen this, but we went to the Smokies for an episode and it was fantastic. Perfect weather. We went the right direction, so the last day was all downhill. Great shelters. Interesting things happened, met interesting people. We had a couple pieces of new equipment on the trail too. We used the Panasonic 12 to 60. It was fantastic. And the other thing is this is the only company that makes a micro four thirds quick lens changer that I have found. It's called the Tri-Lens by some Swedish company called Free. This was fantastic. We got so many more wide angle shots because it's just not such a hassle to switch lenses. You just boop, boop, boop. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Say this was the lens, you take it off, you put it on, take off the other one, put it on, boom. It's very pricey though. This was $170 just for this little lens holder thing. So editing for that episode is going to begin pretty soon. It turned out to be 400 gigabytes this time, which is a little bit bigger than usual. Well, we also did lots of time lapses with RAW. Not on purpose, on accident, but yeah, maybe we'll take advantage of that. Do you know what time it is? It is time to get my second vaccine shot. Oh, happy day. You'll be vaccinated like a mofo. Give me that vaccine, boy. That right in my arm. GPS, cool. Accidental Tech Podcast. Activate! Rubbernecking is maybe the most annoying thing to me. Just don't look. You're causing an extra traffic jam for no reason. It's not necessary. Okay, second vaccination, donezo. Man, that's a relief. That is a relief. Doesn't really seem that real yet though, but hopefully it will after 2 weeks.
Get ready to be added to your network. Make sure this light is blinking, right? So those are the theories. Server side, or it was stuck in provisioning mode too long to find out. Whatever it is.
Okay, we are on our way. Vaccination number 2 complete, 2 weeks out, and I will be fully vaccinated. It is unbelievably hard to imagine that it has been an entire year since this began. It's also really hard to believe that they developed a vaccine so quickly. Do you remember when the pandemic started? I remember we went to Land Between the Lakes. It was right before everything shut down and I was like, oh, this is serious. And we were thinking like, oh man, don't share utensils, don't cough on me. My cousin Danny, who we had the post-psych meal with, he had just had the flu and probably coronavirus. You know, as a tech nerd, I both do and don't love software updates. When you get a new software update, it's really exciting, you get to try out new features and stuff. But sometimes you just want your device to work and you want to turn it on and you don't want to have to update the software. Especially in those updates where it's security and stability updates, you're just like, oh, fine, but can I just watch my show first? But sometimes when there are new updates, I do very much enjoy going through and making sure that everything's updated. That's pretty good times, that's good times, man. Software updates, update software! By the way, the Mortal Kombat movie, very good. I had less than 0 expectations, but it delivered in all the right ways and it was stupid and it was funny and the fight scenes were good. I had a great time watching it. This guy Kung Lao, he looks like Ilvis, the guy who sang What Does the Fox Say? Also, his entrance, oh, it was so cool. He came out of the ground. Anyways, I don't really consider myself a Mortal Kombat fan. The last Mortal Kombat I played was number 2 on the Super Nintendo. But a new Mortal Kombat movie, it's like, you know, I gotta see it. If any of you guys are fans of Casey Neistat videos and you miss Casey Neistat uploading, his brother Van Neistat, similar but different videos. You can tell that they're brothers. Great videos. But he made this video called Does Running Suck? And he says he hates running, but he does it every day because of the health benefits. This dude's running form is terrible. And I wonder if people who hate running, it's because their running form is really terrible. But what do you even do about that? Because obviously the person's running form, it's just what feels natural to them. So how do you retrain yourself to actually run in a straight line without everything flopping left and right? Like it was like this. It's just so labored. If it was that much trouble to run, God, I wouldn't want to run either, man. He did say something else though that I very much agree with, which is that if it weren't for podcasts and wireless headphones, he wouldn't even run. I would take it a step further and say if not for the Apple Watch and wireless headphones, I probably wouldn't run either. The thing I like about running is that I get exercise and I'm super entertained and I'm not encumbered by wires. Oh my God, the amount of times that I ripped headphones out of my ears while running and doing other stuff. It's like when you stub your toe and you want to blame somebody and punch somebody in the face for doing it to you and you realized you did it to yourself. So anyways, I returned that little action camera that I got. The quality just wasn't quite what I had hoped it would be. So I will be filming my runs once again with this DJI Pocket that Andrew sent me. Andrew, thank you very much. Not my Andrew, a different Andrew. And it's like, if I'm not gonna care about quality, then I don't wanna spend any money on something that isn't that much better quality when I already have a perfectly good working version of that. Plus, I mean, who just really cares about picture quality, you know? Like for certain things, it really does, I think, make a difference and it's part of the appeal. Adventure Archives is one of those things. But especially for simple videos like these, I mean, Van Neistat's video quality is terrible. His videos get tons of views. Nobody cares. Tons of videos like that. Why do I even care? I don't know, but I do care. But for some reason in my head, I'm like, I shouldn't care. Why do I think that I shouldn't care? I don't know, there's lots of stuff like that. Lots of stuff where I care about something, but I think I shouldn't care. Okay, let's go for that run. Can't forget those headphones though. Headphones acquired, let's go. It's too cold. I gotta get a jacket. I gotta go back to the island. We gotta go back, Jack. Well, I want to make it clear, I don't consider myself a good runner or having really good form. I just feel like I have normal running form, where my legs go straight, my arms go straight. But then I kind of take it for granted because I've always been pretty athletic, very active, played basketball for years, played all the other sports for fun, except for baseball. I've never actually played a baseball game. And I've never played football with pads. Oh man, haven't stretched in ages. That feels good. Oh yeah. Okay, we're about 20 minutes into the run. I had to abandon the jacket. Let's go back to the island. Actually, if we're taking the analogy all the way through, it's time to go back to Los Angeles. Then we'll go back to the island. So, speaking of Apple Watch, I've had this watch for about 2 years now, and I found that my heart rate typically maxes out like 170, and I'll get winded pretty quickly after that. But it can go up to 180 during heavy exercise. I'm 36 years old, and I'm curious, anybody else who actively monitors their heart rate, what is your maximum and how old are you? Because I saw this video of this dude running a 4-minute mile, and he's around my age, but his heart rate maxed out at 200. And that would explain the difference in speed, for sure. An extra 30 beats per minute is a lot of oxygen. Whew, 28 minutes, 19 seconds, 2.53 miles. That's enough for one day. Woo! Maybe that's something I do that other people don't do too, is that I vary my speed. I don't try to hit like a certain target. I just run hard, and then when I get tired, I stop, and then I run hard again, and then, you know. Oh, what is this crap? God. Mail used to be fun, man. Mail used to be fun. Well, that's not so bad. Yeah, that's not so bad. You know, another reason why I returned that tiny camera is because getting the videos off of it was a huge pain. I had to send the videos to my smartphone, and they had to process first because you have to process the videos first. Then, because I have an iPhone and those are a nightmare for getting files off, I had to upload it to iCloud Drive. Then, I had to go to my computer and download them from iCloud Drive. Whereas with this camera, you take out the SD card, you put it in, bing, bang, boom! Everything really is just about use cases. What is your particular workflow and use case? Why do you need something to be one way? And it's like the companies, they can guess to the best of their ability what you need, but I mean, you have to figure out for yourself what exactly you need. And oftentimes, the only way to do that is by just experimenting with stuff. You can't really know whether it's gonna work until you've tried it out. Anyways, that will do it for today's vlog. If you have not seen the Savage Gulf solo hike yet, that should be premiering tomorrow. Editing on this episode will start soon. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Chilly. It's a little chilly willy. There's a problem with this drive. Scan the drive now to fix.